Hi guys! Since it's been a while since I've posted a monthly favorites video, I thought I'd combine the favorites that I've had for the last couple months and share with you my current favorites. The first one is going to be a little bit shocking for a few of you who have been watching my recent videos where I'm raving about the Beauty Blender and how I'm using the Beauty Blender for everything from liquid to powder. But recently, I decided to whip out this again. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush, and it is one of my favorite brushes that I own. I have mentioned before that the core collection is worth it just to get this brush. I am now using it for my foundation, for my setting powder, my Hourglass ambient lighting powder that I apply underneath my eyes, for everything. It really only started happening a few weeks ago when my Beauty Blender was just falling apart. It was seriously falling apart. Like, there were chunks of it missing and it was really disgusting. I was about to throw it away. Then I thought, you know, I do have my backup Beauty Blender right here, but it is so expensive. It's $20. I wanted to give it a little bit of a rest. It was a really long time since I used the buffing brush, and I'm kind of using it the same way where I do actually wash it right before I apply my foundation, so it is damp when I use this. And I never thought to use a damp brush except for when you're applying eyeshadow and you want like a foiled look on your eyeshadow, but I never thought a face brush I would want to use damp. I feel like over time it's just so gross to use a brush, and that's another reason why I love the Beauty Blender, because one, I wash it before I use it every single time so it's nice and clean, and two, I do prefer applying my products with a damp tool of some sort. So I'm doing it the same way with this, and I have been loving it. So of course, once you wash it, you're definitely going to wring out all the excess water with some paper towels and just make sure that it's not wet. You just want it to be slightly damp. But then of course, I leave it out to dry after I apply my makeup. I don't put it back in my cookie jar that I put all my brushes in. The next favorite is the lipstick I'm currently wearing, which is MAC's Honeylove. And this is probably one of my new favorite nude lipsticks that I own, and it is a matte. Underneath, I did use a lip liner today, and this is the Rimmel lip liner in Innocent. This is my favorite nude lip liner. So I love these two together. Because my lips are pretty pigmented on their own, it is nice to mute that a little bit with a lipstick like this. And this nude lipstick is a little bit more on the peachy side, so I like that it's a little bit different from my other favorite, which is Blankety, which I think is just a very neutral nude lipstick, and this one's slightly more peach tone. The next favorite I am wearing on my cheeks. I tried to incorporate a lot of these products into my look today, and this is the Milani Illuminating Face Powder in the shade Amber Nectar. This is the perfect multifunctional cheek and face product because for me, for my skin tone, it works really great as a bronzy cheek color, but then I can also bring it up a little bit and it helps bronze up or just warm up my face. So when I'm on the go and I don't have time to do bronzer, contour, and blush, this is the product I will reach for. And for other skin tones, this will be a really beautiful blush on its own. It does have that illuminating effect just a little bit, so it will give you a little bit of a glow, not too much. First, when I bought these, because I have all three of them, I didn't really know how to use them. I was thinking, wow, this doesn't really have a lot of pigment. But now that I know I like using it for just that really subtle, beautiful, natural effect, I absolutely love these illuminating face powders. My next favorite I recently used in a video and showed you that I went back to an old favorite. This is the Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. I am almost done with this. Look how serious this pan is right now. So just to show you what it really looks like when you first buy it, I opened up my new one today, my backup. So that's what it looks like, and I'm almost done with this one, and I've only had it for maybe 2 months. I've been using it every day. This is the only powder I'm currently using to set my foundation, and it's translucent. It helps mattify my face. I love everything about this powder, and it's really inexpensive. This next product is probably my new favorite eyeshadow of all time, and I've been using it non-stop since I picked it up a week or two ago at Target. It is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Bronze Taupe. I have two other Infallible eyeshadows, one of them being the really popular one called Amber Rush. It's a rose gold and everyone loves it. I have that one, I love that one, but I tried this one out because I thought it might be good for an everyday smoky eye. It's amazing. And because you don't need too much, I feel like this little pot is going to last me forever. It's really pigmented. There's going to be absolutely no fallout when you apply this because it's just so packed in there, and I like applying it with my finger. I can just do this all day. I love swatching this. And my next favorite I'm going to mention now because I use these two together, and this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Chocolate Suede. So I apply this as my base, and I use my finger for this as well. So I take this and just pack it onto my lid, and then on top of that I will apply this Infallible eyeshadow. And it's so bronzy and beautiful and multi-dimensional that you don't really need anything else. And I will swatch this color tattoo as well. This is a really pigmented dark brown, and I think they go really well together because it's a taupe, but it's also kind of a brown, you know, it's in the same family. I love applying the Chocolate Suede under this because it will make it that much deeper on your eyes. Next up, I am happy to report that I found a Brow Wiz alternative or a Brow Wiz dupe that I actually love, and this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I got it in the shade Black. I thought black would be too dark, but it's also not a really intense black pencil. It's a very natural dark brown that's kind of like a black. So overall, this looks exactly like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and it's half the price. So I'm definitely going to be getting this one from now on. And the lasting power on this is just as good as the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and the application is also just as great. So it's not like you get what you pay for. I think for half the price, you get a product that is just as good, and I'm very happy about that. My last three favorites are all nail polishes by the same brand. ORLY, I think, is my new favorite polish brand because every time I try an ORLY polish, it is amazing. I'll first talk about the one I'm currently wearing on my nails, which is ORLY's Confetti. Confetti is a weird name to me for this polish because it is a sheer light pink that's almost like a nude pink, but Confetti reminds me of a glittery polish, or I think it should be a glittery polish. But anyway, I got this because I was looking for this shade of pink. I have this shade, but more of like an opaque cream polish. You know, those pastel polishes that are really difficult to apply. I have those, but I wanted a sheer polish that you could build up to almost like an opaque light pink. Florida Force on YouTube was talking about the Olivia Palermo collaboration with Ciate and how she came out with 3 new polishes. They're on Sephora's website, and one of them is a very similar color to this. And I wanted it so bad, but it's I think $24, and I thought, I can't spend $24 on a nail polish. That's just not how I operate, at least not now. So I was on the hunt for something like this. I was all over the internet searching for a similar nail polish, and then I went into the store and found this, and I am in love. It was opaque in 2 coats, and I feel like sheer polishes like that are never really opaque, or it takes about 4 coats, like literally 4 coats, to get it to a somewhat opaque look, but you could still kind of see your nail bed. And this one's just amazing in 2 coats. I love it. The next ones are both neons, and this one I got at the same time as Confetti because it was buy one get one half off at Ulta. And this one is called Hot Shot. This is what I'm wearing on my toes at the moment, but I will not show you my toes. It is so bright and beautiful. It's a corally pink. I've always wanted a shade like this, and I have corally pinks, but they're not neon corally pink. And this one is perfect. The way that it applied, it looked like a gel nail polish, and I wasn't even using a top coat at the time, and it just looked so glossy, and then when I put my top coat on top, it was beautiful. So I think at some point I am going to put this on my nails, and it's probably going to be very intense, but it's also very intense outside here in Phoenix. It's about 112, 115 degrees. I'm not exaggerating, so I feel like it would be very appropriate to wear this on my nails. And this last one was my first ORLY purchase for the summer. I have other ORLY polishes that I've had in the past, but recently I just wanted to find some new ORLY polishes for summer, and this is the one I got a few weeks ago. I had it on my nails, and I think I had it on my nails for a good 2 weeks, and this is ORLY's Glowstick. I love how beautiful and bright this is. It did take me a while to get it to an opaque finish, so that kind of sucked. It was maybe 3 or 4 coats. but I think it's worth it. So if you have a lot of patience for something like this, I do recommend it. It's very beautiful. And those were my current beauty favorites. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these products or if you're interested in any of them. And if you have any other recommendations, of course, I would love to know about them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye!